Always wear your PPE. Hey guys, so we are getting ready to start Nakai's floating shelf project. I couldn't find our tripod, so I'll just have to show you guys like before and after of each step that I'm doing. The first thing we're going to do is build the frame for both shelves. I'm going to use 2x4s and build the frame, and then use pine to make a face cover for it, and then mount it on the wall, and then Nakai is going to stain it with the Kona. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is to cut the long piece of the frame. It will be 62.5 inches. The total width of the shelf will be 64 inches. The 2x4 will be a little bit shorter to account for the facing. It'll add 1.5 inches to the overall length. It'll bring us to the 64 inches. We're using reclaimed or repurposed 2x4s that I took out of a shelf that was built here in the garage when we got here. Alright, so in addition to cutting the backbone, I also cut these. These are 9 3/4 inches long, and they will obviously serve as supports for the shelf. That will be the whole frame right there. I'm going to be putting pocket holes in these to attach them to the backbone of the shelf, and then I'll be mounting the frame on the wall. I think I've showed you guys this before, but just in case I haven't, if you're going to be doing any type of woodworking projects or building furniture or anything, this little guy is a lifesaver.
It's so loud.
Alright, the frames for the two shelves are done. Those are it right there. I'm going to mount them on the wall with 4-inch spack screws. And then I'll head to the store because I still need to buy the wood for the facing. I'll get those put together, have Nakai stain them, and then mount them up on the frame.
Michael's measuring where the shelves will go. Did you tell him about the backsplash? Okay, well, so we're getting backsplash eventually, and so we're gonna bring it over here, but, which is where the shelves idea came in, because I wanted the backsplash, but I thought it would look weird, so we decided to add shelves on top to store, like, a lot of the, like, hardware that I have and stuff. Did you do something? No. Oh, you can just, you know, cross on over when you need to. So we're gonna do that. So we're putting like 19 inches because that's how big or how tall this is. So 19 inches high worth of backsplash over here, and then that's where the shelves will start. So he is measuring, or was measuring, where that ends and where the shelves shall begin. And
broke your dustpan.
my poor little, I've had that little guy forever, and he just broke it.
Oops.
Write it on purpose because he always talks about it. But anyways, and then we had this little box, which was the phone jack, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was the phone jack box, and we were just gonna cover it however you do that, but then just figured it'd be easier to just cover it with the shelf, because then you wouldn't have to, you know, take time to cut out a piece or whatever. I don't know, however that works out. What are you doing now, babe?
Measuring where I will be driving my first screw to make sure that I hit a stud, because there's a stud that should be running on either side of that.
Do you need my help?
Huh?
Do you need my help? No?
Nope.
You're independent?
Yep.
Alright. Speaking of which, thumbs up if you guys like this wall color. Holla! We still need to finish cutting in. On the right side?
On the left side. I'm driving.
Really, on the left side? Dang, I thought I was on the right side. I was trying to be cool.
Yep, no stud.
It's on the other side. Told you I knew what I was talking about.
That's what I said. I thought there wasn't one over there.
I thought you said there was.
No, I said I don't think there's one on the left side.
Oh.
You can hear it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I heard it. And you need one on there?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm just gonna go buy a stud finder.
Okay, so we got the first board up already. It was a little bit of a trial and error, so decided to spare you guys. But now, sorry, I had to get situated. Michael is putting up the top one, and well, you can't really see the marking. You kind of can. There's a marking up there, and we're gonna use that. He actually bought a stud finder and didn't have a battery for a stud finder. It was like one of those D batteries or whatever. So then he ended up just drilling holes into the wall until he found the stud. Like I said, coincidentally. Look at that face.
So
Look at that face. He's so annoyed that I'm right. But anyways, so he's just gonna return the stud finder. But anyways, now that he knows where the studs are, he should just be able to just, you know, measure up and find the stud as easily for the second one. So that's what he's doing now. Two in. A bajillion more.
I think you're trying to be smart.
4, I guess.
That does come after 5.
What's happening in there?
Drills over here. It's kind of a cheap drill.
He did 2 in each stud because he could only find 3 studs within the length of the shelf. So he's doing 2 instead of 1. That's what he said. It sounded real smart for me to say that, but really that was his idea.
Alright, so I cut these. These are going to be the face boards. They're pine common boards that Nakai is going to stain. I cut them to 64 inches and then these to 11 1/4. These are the side pieces. And this will be the top and bottom, and then these will be the front. And then over here, I'm taking the face boards and I'm putting pocket holes on it, and then we will start assembling the box. Alright, the first of the shells are put together. It's just a box, and then we will put that around the frame that we mounted on the wall already. I'm getting ready to put the second box together, and then I will sand them both down and then stain, and then we'll be done. Alright, so I have both of the boxes assembled and sanded. I did progression sanding on them, where I used a orbital hand sander and sanded them first with a 60 grit sandpaper, then an 80 grit sandpaper, then 120, and then 220. It gives you a nice smooth finish, and then it also gets rid of any swirl marks that the orbital left, things like that. But it gives it a really, really smooth finish, which is what we wanted. It's the same thing I did on our dining room table. And now I'm going to hit it with some stain. We're going to use the same Kona color that we used on our table. Got the first coat of stain on, and Nakaya did not think it was dark enough, so I'm going to be doing another coat of stain. It's kind of dark enough, but it's a Alrighty, polyurethane or polyacrylic is on it. It's drying right now. I'm letting it dry a full hour, and then I'm going to hang them. We're only going to do one coat of polyacrylic because that's really all you need for something that's, not going to get a ton of wear and tear. So it's more just to seal it and protect it, but still feels very woodish. So almost time for them to finally be done. This is a behind the scenes look at Nakaya dealing with the stress of waiting for her shelves to go up. She's in an alcohol-induced coma. We haven't dared speak directly to her, and she speaks only in devilish grins and grunts. That means I want food. They are done and put up. Ta-da!
And don't worry, I'm not going to take any jobs.
That's really all I got for the big reveal. We'll get some close-up action here. This is Nakaya being excited about the shelves put up. How excited are you, Nakaya?
Super excited.
Now, take me through those first couple seconds when you saw the shelf go up. How did that make you
Got
feel?
little flutters in my heart. It started beating a little fast. And then I saw them. And then you get that pit, feeling in your stomach. Because it's just like love. And I just had like memories of all of the Pinterest posts that I saw with stuff on there. And then I had visions of all of my great things I was going to put on the shelves. It's really good feeling. It's a really good feeling.
Powerful stuff. Powerful stuff.
Yeah.
It's been really great talking with you.